All right, let's
And
go,
the
man.
Panthers kickoff unit is ready to go,
Got
and
playing with
so
the
are we
boys.
to start this season.
It's lit too. Look at it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's King. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Condors offense will have the football first. And here comes the sophomore running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball. Looking to throw, it's right. Finds his man.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
And it'll be the Condors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Power football with the run. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The give on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. It's 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up.
Here's a little room there. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. The Condors getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's right. They're working that left side. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. You know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice 3rd down stop.
Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Panthers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we take a look at a guy who didn't burn up the recruiting rankings, but man, is he being productive. Wasn't highly touted in high school, but man, did he get the attention of the coaches in camp and won the starting job. The run inside. It's Butler. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's caught. It's Avery. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Brown will throw it. Finds his man. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Line gets set. 1st down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Brown wants to pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Georgia State hoping to convert on 4th down here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The give to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And it'll be the Condors who will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Catches it at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Brown will throw it. That's caught. It's Washington. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Using his legs, it's Butler.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to the run. Got a little grass. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it go. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Fires to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him stopped after he picked up a 5 to the 28. He's up to 41 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Brown wants to pass. That's caught. It's Wiles. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Butler. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The transfer has it his first carry. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
He'll bring it out. It's King. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Some misdirection with the counter. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains.
Maybe some room here. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. On first down, here comes this offense. They try to pop a run on the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
Makes the grab on the left, and he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Punt is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running inside. It's Butler.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick.
Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Brown will throw it. Looking left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Panthers with the 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Georgia State. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's right. Fires downfield. Complete to the left. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. A run for the quarterback. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Doing it himself again. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. The Condors will try to pin them back with the punt. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
Brown wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
No.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense. The Condors make... onto the field to open this drive. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've...
Leaping grab for a big gain. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And it'll be the Condors come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Condors pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Condor! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. PAT unit on the field.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Might be changing the route. Brown will throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Washington. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking to throw on first down.
Fuck!
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Touchdown, Condors! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Brown wants to pass. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Somehow fits it into that traffic. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Slings it downfield. Finds his man. It's Avery. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The magic bean is control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Finds his man in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Brown will throw it. He caught it. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Making side adjustments here. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The give out of the gun. Powers through the defender. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the Colorado Buffaloes. And it's the Yellow Jackets who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Center Park Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put toe together and get this second half started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
The Panthers head coach told me at halftime he is absolutely thrilled with the start that this young running back has gotten off to. As we told you, highly recruited, a lot of hype. And in his first start, he has risen to the occasion. Now, we've got a whole half left to go. We'll see if he can continue to shine. But Coach is thrilled with this young freshman's performance to start his career. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Right back to him on the ground. Finding some room. Touchdown, Panthers! Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's right. It's complete to the left. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. And it'll be the Condors come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Got his man. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Condors will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Georgia State sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Brown wants to pass. Showing the arm strength down the left side.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Dupree.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
On the ground, it's Butler. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Rides the option, he keeps it. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To throw, it's right. Got his man. Drills him with the stiff arm. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the football.
Maybe a crease. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Makes the grab in their space. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Condor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the option. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wideout. Brown will throw it. Got the quick pass. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down.
White 53. Hey, easy. Red 13 demon. Red 13 demon.
Takes the handoff. It's Butler. Could be an alley. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Dupree. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. Fights off a defender. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Brown wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll run it. It's Butler. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterbacks sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Back to throw. It's Wright. Floating away. Turning it on. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. And it'll be the Condors will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Gives them a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Murray. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got him. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Might have a chance. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
I got to challenge my guys all throughout the week. When we get in these short yardage situations, who's the bigger man? Who's the better man? Who's going to be more physical? These are the situations we practice all week. Challenge the manhood of the offensive line, and they come through in a big way.
Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Brown will throw it. On target to the left. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Panthers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. This time they'll go to the running game. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football. They're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Poe. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Quick handoff. There's a crease. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Hello. And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a runner? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. A first down run in the red zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Wright. He's got him in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Condors will hustle to the line.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football, tackle, and don't give up the big plays.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Punts it out of the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Dad make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, down here on the Georgia State sideline, as we told you before the game, this freshman running back in his first start had a huge opportunity today, and he has delivered. Late in this ball game, you have seen the productivity he's had, and he continues to grind out here. Every time he gets the ball, he's made something special happen. Continues to drive hard in his first start. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Smart move to keep it on the ground. There's some room. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Georgia State. And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Looking downfield, it's right. Here's a heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. And the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The keeper on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Unloads to the wideout.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Got it in the middle. It's Perkins. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. A shot toward the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. You've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
This has been a presentation of EA